Hi, this is a member mission present, and your present today is Jacob Pierce, our present today. I met Jacob out down in Charlotte, North Carolina, as part of a Christian education conference, and I was fascinated to know that when he works with youth, he's working with them part-time. And you have another job doing what?
I am the Associate Campus Minister for the Episcopal Campus Ministry at Johnson & Wales and Central Piedmont Community College.
So both are church-related jobs. Uh-huh. And what was your background for this?
Throughout college, I was actively involved in campus ministry, and I have a passion for young people in the church, and I've worked at an Episcopal Conference Center with young people. So I don't know if you'd call it a background, but
That rich experience,
that's
sure.
the experience I have.
I think that's the key. Now you're working with high school kids,
6th grade through 12th grade, so middle school and high school.
middle school and high school, and you were describing to me the kind of thing that they respond to.
The key is making God relevant in their lives. And we use these old phrases to describe God, such as Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And while that speaks to many of us because we've grown up using that language, and it might speak to youth as well, it doesn't really help them relate. For many of them, describing God in those ways is just something we do. And so to make God relevant, to make God understandable, it's helpful to think about God and describe God in different ways. The prayer book for the Anglican Church in New Zealand describes God as creator or maker, describes Jesus as pain bearer, and describes the Holy Spirit as life giver. And that's very real to youth, describing Jesus as someone who bears pain and the Holy Spirit as something that gives us life. And so if we can make God relevant to their daily life and their struggles as teenagers, then we can really change how they think about God and how they think about the church and the role the church plays in their daily life.
Fascinating as you use the term pain bearer.
Mm-hmm.
You use the word struggle.
Right.
We can think of teen years as happy years. No, they're fraught with a lot of pain and a lot of struggle.
That's right.
And then in the midst of that, though, what's fun about it is the life-giving part, the spirit part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As people say, we are, as Christians, as Episcopalians, we are Easter people. And so, just as God helps us bear those pains and those struggles, especially in those most formative years of 6th through 12th grade, I can't think of more formative years. God also gives us life and resurrects us and makes us whole and makes us new.
I think you're speaking to another question. How do you see God at work in what you're doing with these 6th to 12th graders?
When I truly see God at work is when I see the light bulb, when I see it click, and even when I don't see it click, when I hear youth ask questions about God, mm-hmm. when I hear youth ask questions like, why should I believe in God? Or when I hear youth ask questions about the church, or say, why aren't we doing more of this and less of that? That's when I really see God at work. The youth are very intuitive, and they can really see things that we don't see as adults. And so when I see God at work, I see youth imagining God in new ways. I see youth questioning things in the church. I see youth questioning things that we have accepted for so long that we forget to question them. So that's when I see God at work.
And that is the other question I also want to ask. How does God help you do what you're doing?
I think perseverance. Perseverance is something At times, youth ministry can be daunting. It can be draining. But then once I really think about it, once I really consider my job, I think I have the funnest job. I get to play all day. Now, yes, there's planning, there's other things involved, and sometimes there's dealing with parents and other aspects that at times can be draining. But I get to share my love for God and for the mission of Jesus Christ with these young people, and I get to have fun with them and be in their presence. And what a glorious thing to do.
And it's neat to hear you talk about it. Thank you, Jacob. It's
Thank you
been a
so
rich
much.
time.